Hello and welcome. It is day 4 of our challenge, and today we're going to be waking up the thoracic spine, so that upper half of the spine behind your rib cage. So traditionally it's going to be tighter than, for instance, your lumbar spine, and even tighter than your neck. Tighter meaning that it's less likely to be able to extend or back bend. And it makes a lot of sense. You've got a whole rib cage there to contend with. Not to mention the actual shape of the joints is different and smaller than in, say, the lumbar spine. So still, we like to free up any stagnation that exists there. It will be helpful to have a block. If you don't have a block, no big deal. You can roll up a blanket. We're going to start seated. I invite you to sit on your heels. Though if that's not comfortable, please do take the time to make yourself comfortable. Let's rest one palm in the other. Allow the shoulders to be heavy. Closing eyes. Connect to your spine. Observe as your breath slows down. Fill up completely. And empty all the way. Take another breath in, sit tall, expand the ribs. As you exhale, make a point to firm at the abdomen. Keep a bit of that firmness as you open the arms out wide, breathing in. And then exhale, draw the arms back by your sides, firming up. Keep firm at the belly as you inhale, open the arms wider and a little bit higher now. Exhale, empty out. Draw the abdominal wall in. Last time, stay firm and inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale the fingers onto your shoulders. Belly draws back. Keep the belly pretty taut as you point the heart to your left. So we're looking for a twist, staying tall. Breathing naturally, or ujjayi breath, whisper sound at the back of your throat. Come back through center. Stay tall, exhale, twist over to your right, pointing the heart to the side. Stay tall in the spine as you breathe up and down its length. Next inhale, come back through center. Keep the arms. Find an exhale just to draw the belly back. Stay here with your inhale. Lift your heart up a little higher. So you're initiating a little bit of a back bend right behind the heart. Next exhale, draw the bottom ribs in, but then the belly comes especially in. Keep this as you find a twist again to the left. It's about the same as before, except now your heart is lifting a little higher. Inhale back through center. We're going to establish that again. So open the heart, little back bend. On the exhale, though, the bottommost ribs come in a little. The belly draws back. Stay tall and twist to the right. Keep your heart lifting up, little back bend as you twist. Inhale right through center. Exhale, dive forward. We're going to come right onto your belly. Reach the arms forward, fingers forward. Lift your head, lift your heart. Send the right leg back a little behind you, get longer. Left leg back a little behind you, get longer. And now you're going to actively drag the chest forward. So it's not a very high back bend or lift. But we're bringing awareness to the full length of the spine. Notice every part of it. Stay for another breath cycle. Drag your heart forward, the shoulders back. Then exhale, place elbows down on the ground. So lifting into Sphinx. This might take you just slightly higher, but not too much higher. Connect to breath. Okay, actively heart forward so that the front ribs expand. Take your right hand across to the middle, rock over to the right side just a little bit, still sending the heart up like a back bend. Back to Sphinx. And then cross left hand over to the middle so you can rock on the left side just a touch. Heart still lifting. Back through center. Lift into Sphinx. And now exhale, press into child's pose. Split the knees, reach the arms forward. Come on up into all fours. Let's send the belly down, the gaze up, finding cow. Look over your left shoulder. As you do, exhale into cat. Empty out. Look over the right shoulder and then move into cow again. Stay in motion like this. Switch sides. And find your way to neutral. Now point the sits bones really high. Melt the ribs down. Send the collarbones up and the gaze up too. Picture your tail or your sits bones touching your head and the head touching tail or sits bones. Let's just do that so that we can feel the back muscles engaged. Doesn't matter how deep or how shallow it is. Few breaths. One more breath cycle. And next exhale, empty in cat shape. Find neutral spine. Send your right hand to the middle, sweep the left arm up toward the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, left arm through. Join hands. Restful. If you wish to, wrap the right arm behind. And then unwind. Plant your right hand on the ground. Stay with it. Sweep the left arm all the way to the sky. And here too, wrap the left arm all the way behind. Let's just pause a second. Acknowledge this opening through the chest. And then back to neutral, all fours. Send your left hand into the center. Sweep the right arm all the way up. Exhale, thread it through. Shoulder lands, cheek lands, palms touch. Let's breathe. If you'd like to take it farther, wrap this left arm behind. Unwind it, plant the left hand, sweep the right arm all the way up. And then just as before, wrap this arm behind you. Acknowledge the opening in your heart and breathe to it. Unravel, plant your hands. And now tuck toes, find downward facing dog. Pedal out. Come on to tippy toes and take a tiptoe walk to the top of the mat. Hands to shins or floor as you lengthen. And take a fold. Grab your elbows. Once again, hands to floor or shins, lengthen spine. Exhale the hands to your waist. Point the elbows toward each other, lift your heart and come all the way up to stand and a little back bend. Neutral spine. Release the arms by your sides, join the feet together. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, flatten. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Sweep your right arm to the sky. Exhaling, hands to earth. Step to plank position. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, lift for cobra, nice and low. Heart forward more than anything else. And then exhale, lower the cobra. Inhale, heart forward, then up, come slightly higher than before. Exhale, dip it low. Last time here, send the heart forward first, then up. Maybe the highest one yet. Stay with it. And keep it up here as you tip it over to the right. Heart still actively lifts. And through center, lift the heart and tip this over to the left. Heart actively reaching upward. Shoulders onto the back. Through center. And lower just enough to tuck the toes. Find your way to downward facing dog. Press down through fingers. Sweep your right leg up behind. Good. We're going to hop this left foot between the hands. If that doesn't work, you ignore me and you walk all the way to the top. But if you're up for it, hopping, left foot between your hands. Both feet land, lengthen spine, and fold. Inhale, heart leads you all the way up to stand, palms touch above. And arms release, Tadasana. Coming back in. Inhale, reach upward. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, flatten. Exhale, step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Sweep your left arm up. Exhaling, the hand comes down. Step to plank pose, inhale. Exhale, lower to the belly once again. Right away, heart forward and up, come into a nice high cobra. And if it would suit your body, we'll take this into upward facing dog. So we'll hover the hips up off the ground, keep the heart lifting, back body actively lifting, breathing right behind the heart. Gaze up as high as you can. Exhale, find your way to downward facing dog. Sweep your left leg up behind. A yogi's choice. If you want to, hop this right foot right between your hands. Otherwise, walk to the top. Go for it. Both feet land flat back and fold forward. Rise, palms touch above. Back to Tadasana. Let's make our way all the way to a seat, so we'll sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, flat. Exhale, step or leap to lower. One more Vinyasa in our practice today. Inhale, emphasize that heart opening. Exhale, downward facing. All right, we'll step or leap through to lie all the way down. But bring your block or your rolled up blanket along for the ride. Okay. Going to send it on its lowest height right behind us. We're going to lay the back ribs right on the block. We're going to approximate a fish pose in this. Take your hands into the back of your head. Support your head as you lengthen your spine. The feet can be planted on earth. Make sure your hips are on earth, your seat in other words. Let your head come back. Now, if this is too much extension for your neck already, if that feels uncomfortable, I would stay up here, interlaced fingers, okay, and get used to it. Another option is to take another block behind your head, or even to take a rolled up blanket behind your head. But if this feels all right, the head comes to earth, and you're effectively in a passive fish pose. If you're feeling all right, extend your legs. And if you want more from it, you can take the block onto a higher height. You're here for about a minute. Breathe to expand the front ribs. Few more breaths. Allow the inhales to be really very full. Sometimes it's just that inhale that stretches you from the inside out. Use both hands to very supportively lift yourself all the way up. Bend your knees, plant your feet, and we'll do one active fish pose before we find our Savasana. So you keep your elbows on earth, lift your chest, gaze up, aiming to get the back of the head, or sorry, the top of the head on earth. Tuck the tail under your body, almost again like you're trying to reach the tail toward your head, the head toward your tail. A lot of action at the back. Open the ribs if you've got it, plant palms together. If you want to make it tougher, extend your legs to 45 degrees. 5 breaths. And plant the feet, lift your heart, lengthen neck, take your hands behind your head. Get some traction there, and then pull the chin up. You've made it to final relaxation. Let's extend the legs long. You can even gently cushion behind your head if you like. Remember, you can always extend the Savasana, but I wouldn't skip this. And you can decide, is this just a warm-up? Are you headed to more yoga right now? Or is this enough? In this time, we release control of the breath. Allowing the mind to do what it will without getting involved with any thread of thought. Waking back up through breath and small movement, rocking head left and right. You can stretch your arms overhead, flex and point the feet. And we'll come all the way up to a seated position. So glad you're here, Yogi. Tomorrow is day 5. Stay in touch about how it's going. You can find me over at Leigha Butler Yoga on Instagram. You can also leave a comment. Love to hear from you. Keep it up. Be well.